Going into the house now. This is where Randonautica took me tonight. But actually, I was planning on coming here anyways. All right, guys. This is where Randonautics chose. My intent was scary. Oddly enough, I was at the other end of town, or about halfway through town, and planned on spending the night here anyway. But you see the abandoned farm up here, we'll come up on it. It's where I plan to investigate tonight for which, and yeah, it looks all peaceful at night. I mean, during the day, inside that house, kind of creepy. I do have permission to be here. One of the few that has pretty much running this place wherever I want to go. I've treated them well, they've treated me well. But now we just got to look for a place to park up. Again, obviously they kept livestock of some sort in there. I can't tell you what, but they wanted them to get lots of air, so that's why it's built this way. This one has a few things in it, not too bad, not like the other one. It's not really a ghost hunt, but this is something I enjoy doing when I'm not ghost hunting. Finding these old abandoned places, and I got my camera here. Take a lot of pictures, and you'll see them on Instagram, and maybe I'll post a few on the About page here. Again, guys, I'm sorry if it keeps pixelating. I'll try to go a little slower, and I know the connection is really crappy here. When you're out walking around like this, we definitely got some problems that I have to figure out and work out. And I am working on it. It all comes down to, as everybody knows, dollars and cents. So as soon as I can get some dollars, get some of these problems solved. But you can see they get lots of hay off of this. But that field in behind, way off over that other fence there, that's all part of it. Sometimes I'll find places like this, entire towns and whatnot, where it's just like house after house and they're all empty, or some of them even got, it's like you walk into them and all the furniture's still there, the clothes are hanging in the closets, they got the bed. Some places I've been in, the beds were actually made, still had stuff sitting on the windowsills and up on nightstands and stuff. And you go into the kitchen, there's like plates all around the table, and like juice glasses sitting on the table, and dishes in the sink, food in the cupboard, and it's like they just had breakfast and left. Totally left that way. And you know it'd been a long time because there was, you know, enough dust on the plates, you could very easily write your name in the dust. So that takes, you know, 10-15 years to accumulate that much dust. I'll get into these places and spend the night and do the abandoned exploration during the day, and then treat you guys to a ghost hunt at night. So yeah, now we're inside one of the barns. We'll be here at this haunted location all night. An abandoned house, bunch of old abandoned barns and stuff. Tons of outbuildings down the road, an old turn of the century house that's about falling down at the end of the road. But nothing yet. I'm trying to catch this damn cat. He thinks he needs to investigate with me tonight. He bailed out the door. He generally sticks around, so I'm not too freaked out about it, but I'd feel a lot better if he was inside, because there's probably some critters around here that he doesn't know about, that he doesn't need to meet. So I'll fix this camera in a second. Right now my hands are full. All right, there you go, you little shit. Door's shut tight. Good. Now I don't have to worry about him no more. Anybody want to join me? You're welcome. This is what we're investigating tonight. Sure would be fun if somebody else was here to enjoy this investigation. It's a pretty cool location. Quite a beautiful sunset there. Nice sunset going on. Yeah, I forgot, Wednesday nights I live stream. Ooh. It's just now starting to get dark. It's going to get fun. Alright guys, so don't know a whole lot about this farm. I was here earlier this week in the daytime. I just know that there was a suicide nearby just about a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago. Don't really know anything about the location other than it is owned by the Abbey. It is private property. There are 2 locked gates that you'll have to pass to come back here, and they'd rather not have anybody back here. You do have to cross through the Abbey. They'll know if you're back here. So I do have permission, and I will be staying the night here. Don't know any of the haunted stuff other than the people say it's creepy, it's haunted, but they won't tell you why. So I'm here to find out why. Beautiful night. If you were here on that first part of the first hour and a half of the video, first half you got to see me chase the cat around. Second half, by then you got to see an awesome sunset. Beautiful mountains around here. So right now I'm just kind of wandering around again and checking the place out. Go inside that building and it's so twisted. It's about ready to fall on itself. Everything's kind of leaning forward. It looks like I'm holding the camera at the building so that it's at an angle. It's actually leaning all that much the way that you see it there. It's pretty bad. Maybe a nursing barn at one time. Pregnant cows could have their calves. I'm not sure. A little hayloft up above. There. Oopsie doopsie spider. You gotta watch them. They're everywhere. They're harmless. They're big. And there's a lot of them. When they have babies, wind just takes them off, and there's like thousands of them, literally thousands of them that just float in the air. Random locations. Sometimes the birds get them. Only a small percentage actually survive, but when they hatch, there are thousands. Again, they're harmless. They just, you don't want them crawling on you because they're big. Definitely hasn't been mucked. Cows get into all these buildings. If they got an open door, I can guarantee you the cows have been in here. Oh, that stuff crawling all over me. I don't know what they are. Lots of them though. Whatever they are. Don't know where I picked them up. Little ticks. I don't know. Shit. They just feel creepy crawling all over my legs, so I don't like that. Just because they tickle. Not that they're creeping me out. There's a bunch of them. Maybe that's a bunch of them little spiders I was talking about. They'd be everywhere. See them on my arm? Let's see, there's one. Yeah, I don't know what he is. Might be a little spider. Yeah. Gross. Oh, those things you do. Alright, see how many I got? I got thousands of them. They just keep coming. I've got off on my legs too, so I don't know where they're coming from. Anyway, well, there's a lot of me to go around. That's not good. Not good at all. Look at them all. Yeah, I don't know what they are. Leave me alone. All right. Well, get the bugs off of me. Still got a few. No big deal. Don't know what the hell they are. You've never been to my channel before. I do a lot of paranormal investigations. Pretty much weekly right now. Sometimes several a week. And sometimes I have partners with me. Other times I do them solo. I do a lot of solo by myself. Don't recommend it. Just the way it is. I live in an RV full time. Travel all over the United States. And as I'm traveling, I try to stay off the interstate as much as possible. I choose to take the back roads and the frontage roads and stuff like that to locations, specifically looking for adventure. Turn off the white light here in a second. The other night I actually burned up the port that keeps my phone charged on the UV light, the full spectrum pink light. So I can't really charge my phone like I can with the white light. So when Rich gets back, he's down in Florida hunting for treasure with his Garrett metal detector down on some treasure cove down in the Keys. I feel sorry for him. Poor guy. Only because I've got a bunch of work for him to do when he gets back. Also lost one of my lights, about $150 light. I lost it. I don't know where I left it the other night when I was doing the solo investigation over at the monastery. I think it fell out of my bed heading out, and somebody found it and said, cool, score. God dang bugs. There's still some crawling on my legs. I don't know what they are. They don't bite or sting or anything. They're just crawling everywhere. So let me get back here. One thing, if you look up in the top there, you can see the spokes on a bicycle looking through that little crack in the attic there. There's no forks on that bike, so I'm just assuming that it's a rim. Oh, hey, look at there. Look at all them black hornets on there. There's a boatload. Let me zoom in on that. Yeah, that's all black hornets. So I don't want to mess with them hornets. Oh, scene of a murder. Obviously that pigeon didn't make it, and it looked like the culprit, there's a hole right back there in that corner. Looked like that's probably where it lived. So that's my white light. UV light is almost fluorescent, so it'll pick up more than my white light will, and it's incredibly bright. It's as bright, every bit as bright as my white light here. But it's UV. Yeah, I'm a paranormal investigator. I'm also an abandoned explorer. I do a lot of exploration and abandoned stuff. That's what I do by daytime, and at nighttime, if I find something interesting like this that's abandoned and it's interesting enough, then I'll stay and do a paranormal investigation. Find a lot of ghost towns and stuff, and I spend the night. I'm here you see my RV. I'm a full-time RVer. I travel all over the United States. Since October of last year. Been to 14 states, mostly southern states. My life's an adventure. I'm retired, so this is what I do. And just because I want to go back to the house, I'm not going to go ahead and walk any further than this. Otherwise, we'd go ahead and we'd turn on this other light too. We'd go back to these other buildings. Don't worry, we'll get to them. I'm not going to miss any of the locations here. We will get to them. But for right now, I want to go check out the house. This is where Randonauntica took me tonight. But actually, I was planning on coming here anyways. So let's see if there's anything creepy. Alright, so there's the inside of the house. Before I go in, what else was I going to tell you? Yeah, try, if you do any of this stuff, try to have a partner. And sometimes I do. Whenever possible, I try to get somebody else to come with me, but not tonight. I'm here by myself.